or the sky for our wintry village. We're going to be using crayons and watercolors. You can use crayons to draw snowflakes and spiral lines to represent wind, or even little dots all around the page. If you use a white crayon, then you can watch as it appears when we paint over it with watercolor. Watch as I use the letter X and then a T on top to create some simple snowflakes. You'll need water and a paintbrush, your watercolor, and some salt for the next step. Start by wetting one small section of the paper at a time. To do this salt technique, you'll need a lot of water and then watercolor blended in. I'm using blue and purple to make it look like an evening sky, and then when I'm done with one section at a time, I'll sprinkle a little bit of salt and let that area dry completely. You'll notice as you sprinkle the salt that it really starts to soak up the liquid of the watercolor paint, and then when it dries, we will brush the salt off into the garbage, and it'll be interesting to see the kind of crystally pattern left behind. Painting is completely dry. Brush the salt in the garbage can and you're ready for the next step. This will be the sky for our wintry village. The background that I'm using in the rest of the video might be different than your watercolor paintings, but that's okay. You can make yours how you want. Take a piece of white paper and cut it in half lengthwise so you have a long skinny rectangle. Set the other piece aside with your scraps. Make the snowdrift. We're going to turn our paper so it's up and down and tear it into a wavy line so that you have two pieces of paper. You can lay them on top of each other like this so it looks like there's some snowy hills in front of you and then one in the distance. And then we'll use our glue stick to glue them down. To create this wintry village, you'll need some pieces of construction paper. I've given you a Ziploc bag with some large pieces, some small pieces, and some teeny tiny pieces that you can use to create houses, schools, apartment complexes, duplexes, maybe even some stores. You get to be the designer of your winter village. Watch as I show you some tips and tricks in my collage that you might find helpful for yours. add any details that you might want to in your picture. You can also color things in with crayon. Watch as I draw this tree using the letter Y and branching those letter Y's off of the main letter Y to create a tree with no leaves. You can add more snowflakes to your skies if you want to. I can't wait to see your wintry village, and I hope that you have a lot of fun making it. See you soon.